When should you start using past paper questions? If you have A-level exams or prediction exams coming up, this is something that's really important to make sure that you're actually hitting that top grade. Now, in terms of when you should be starting practice questions, I would say every time after you've learned a topic or you've learned a new piece of content, it's a really good idea just to do a couple of questions on that specific topic. So this is where questions per topic come in really useful from things like PMT. It's a great way to make sure you're consolidating the knowledge that you've just learned in an exam format. Now, in terms of when you should start actual past paper questions, which are testing large amounts of your knowledge, my advice would be to start about 1 month to 6 weeks before. It doesn't even have to be that you're doing these past papers every single day. Doing one every couple of days to start off with, then as exams get closer, increasing the frequency of them is a really good idea to make sure that you're giving yourself enough time to actually build up the exam stamina and understand what sort of terminology is expected of you from the exam. However, I still recommend that before this 4 to 6 weeks, you are still doing questions per topic, because this will give you, again, a good understanding of specific topics in that context. Don't let things like there's not enough practice questions or there's not enough past papers fool you into thinking that you should start practice questions later. You're always going to feel like you're not ready enough, but it's really important that as a bare minimum, you start doing questions per topic. And then if you want to save your past papers for until a little bit later, that is where starting your past papers from 4 to 6 weeks before means that you'll have enough time to complete all of them without running out of them before your exam.